Can I tell you the trick of fast learning? You can learn faster when you learn something in sequence, when you learn something which is relatable, quite similar, okay? So, in today's video, I'm gonna share 30 words, 3030, okay? Which is gonna start from letter A, but the take is, you are mispronouncing all of them, okay? Maybe some of them you know, but yeah, I can say some of them you don't know, right? So let's learn 30 words which is starting from A and you are mispronouncing them. This one, August, no. Here let me tell you, okay, what is the correct pronunciation? So the correct way to pronounce this word is August. August, can you see the difference? What is the difference I'm making here? August. In the end, don't say August. First of all, just don't say August. Because August we say in Hindi, okay? If you really want to say in English, then call it August. First you have to make O sound and at the end you need to make T sound. August. August, okay? A-G-O. How do you pronounce this word? Ago? No, it's ago. Ago. Now you might be thinking, so in any other accent or in any other country's pronunciation, do I need to pronounce ago? So let me tell you one thing, no. Ago is the only way to pronounce this word, right? So just say in this way, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, not ago. What is this? Almond? No. L is silent here, okay? Just call it almond. Almond. Alright. What about this one? What do you call it? Available. Available. It's available. Available. Where you need to stress on way. Available. First available. Available. Don't say available. Available. It's available. What about this one? Abuse. It's abuse. Abuse. Okay. Assume. No. It's assume. Assume. You can see the slight difference. Okay. It's not assume. It's assume. Assume. Now, what about this one? Again? No. The correct way to say this word is again. Again. Okay? What about this one? Effect. Effect. It's a fact. A fact. Okay? A fact. There are two words. Okay? Effect and effect. So just see the difference. There is a difference between these two words, right? Affect and effect. Affect and effect. This one. Accent? No. It's accent. Accent. Okay? Now what about this one? Against. Against. No. It's against. Against. Not against. This one. Advise. No. It's advice. Advice. Okay? Advice. Okay. Now the very similar one. Advantage. No. The correct way to say this word is advantage. Don't call it advantage. Okay? Advantage is not there. It's advantage. This one. Adjective. No. The correct way to pronounce this word is adjective. Adjective. Even that mid is, you need to make very, very slight D. Even not D, the J sound. Adjective. Adjective. What about this one? April. You can say April in Hindi, okay, but not in English. If you would be saying it's okay, April in Hindi and in the very same manner, if you will be saying in English, then what is the difference between English and Hindi? Okay, so you need to keep in mind that what is the difference between Hindi and English. Same as in English, if you talk about Japan, you call it Japan, right? Japan. But in Hindi, you don't say Japan. In Hindi, you just call it Japan. Japan. But in English, that is Japan. So in the same manner, you have to say this April. Okay? In English, there is just one way to say this. Just one way to pronounce this word in English. Okay? And that is April. This one. Don't call it America. Okay? There is no America. In English, America. In Hindi, America. America. Very slight difference. Okay? But don't call it America. Okay? America is not a word. Right? What about this one? Anatomy. It's not anatomy. It's anatomy. Anatomy. Okay? Anatomy. What about this one? Analogy. No analogy. Okay? It's analogy. Analogy. Now let me tell you one more thing here. As I have told you, whenever you find that in the end of the word logy is there, always just call that logy, biology, psychology, analogy, right? By the way, let me tell you one thing. I have already mentioned in some of my videos that I'm gonna start a journey where I'll be teaching almost all the rules so that you will be able to pronounce most of the words correctly. And what is the benefit? What is the benefit when you learn rules? When you learn a single rule, just because of that single rule, on the behalf of that single rule, you are now able to pronounce thousands of words correctly. It means if you're working on single rule, now just because of that single rule, you can pronounce thousands of words correctly. That is the benefit of working on rules, right? So just work on some rules. So as I've already told you, I'll be starting a journey where I will try to share almost all the rules. Okay, so that would be more better for you. Okay, but till the time, just learn from here. Analogy. So don't call it analogy. Okay, as you know the rule. So don't call it analogy. Just call it analogy. Analogy. Okay. Now this one. What do we call this one? Ability. Don't call it ability. Okay. So the correct way to pronounce this word is ability. Ability. This one. It looks, when we see this word, it seems like, yeah, this is the only way we need to pronounce as we are seeing, but no. Actually, the way is very different. Quite different, right? So what do you call it? Asthma? No. In Hindi, you can call it asthma. But in English, there is just one way to pronounce this word, and that is asthma. Asthma. This one. Admirable. Right? Admirable. Completely, you are just mispronouncing this word, okay? So the right way to pronounce this word is admirable. Admirable. Okay? Admirable. Don't say admirable. It's admirable. Admirable. Okay? This one. What do you call it? Alarm. Don't call it alarm. Okay? In English, there are, by the way, two ways. Not just one way. There are two ways to pronounce this word. Either you can say alarm or you can say alarm. See. Alarm, alarm. If you're working on your American pronunciation, okay, then you can call it alarm because they pronounce their mid-R, so you can call it alarm. But if you're working on your British pronunciation or if you're working on your, UK Indian pronunciation, then you can call it alarm, alarm. Because we people, we don't pronounce mid-R, okay? And they pronounce US people, they pronounce their mid-Rs a lot, okay? They call it alarm, alarm. We call it alarm, alarm, okay? For this one, advance, not advance, okay? The right way to pronounce this word is advance, advance, okay? Not advance, it's advance. Now I can see you are just getting the idea, right? That what I'm trying to do here, like advantage, advice, okay? Same as I have said advance. So now you are getting the idea, right? So you're getting what rules I was talking about. Now you are able to pronounce most of the words correctly and you are getting that idea. Automatically you are getting that idea that, okay, advance, admire, advantage. It means now advance. Okay. So this is the idea I was talking about. Okay. Just drop in the comment section if you can relate what I'm saying here. Okay. So now the correct way to say this word is advance. Okay. Advance. Okay. So now this one, how do you call it? Army or army? Army or army. So let me tell you, if you're working on your Indian pronunciation, if you are in India and if you're working on your UK pronunciation, British pronunciation, call it army. Army, because we people, we don't pronounce. We just, make our mid-R silent. We don't pronounce mid-R. Okay. But if you're working on your American pronunciation, then you can call it army. Army. So here, you do not need to consider someone right or wrong, that if you are calling it army, then you are wrong. If you are calling it army, then you are wrong. The fact is that both the pronunciation are correct. Either you can say army or you can say army. But you need to keep in mind that which word we are using in which country. Okay. And you know the reason this time. And if you know, just let me know in the comment section that you know the reason. I'll say this one. And you know what? Now you will be able to pronounce. I'm telling you, I'm not going to tell you, or I'm not going to share what is the correct pronunciation of this word. By the way, I will be sharing. But you have to tell me first. Okay, so the moment you will be watching this video, just drop in the comment section that you know the correct pronunciation of this word, right? So now let me share, what do you call it? Applicable, 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 not applicable, okay? It's applicable. This one, analysis, 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 okay? Not analysis. Just call it analysis, analysis. And what about this one? Adventure. Now you can tell me again, adventure or adventure. Adventure. Now let me tell you one more thing here. Adventure. Okay, ad is ad here. But if you talk about last R, okay, either you can call it adventure, adventure, or you can call it adventure. Either you can call it adventure or you can call it adventure. It means if you're working on your Indian pronunciation, you can just, don't just pronounce that last R. You can say adventure, adventure. But if you're working on your American pronunciation, then you need to pronounce that last R. Then you have to say adventure, adventure. Okay? This one, even, I used to mispronounce this one because seriously, it was, quite just, I need to just put all the efforts. I need to mold my all the mouth muscles to say this one. So I was unable to say it, right? But now I can say, okay? So don't call it accuracy. It's accuracy. 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 You have to make that Q sound in it, right? Accuracy. Accuracy. So this one, what do we call it? Alpha. Yeah, you have to call it here alpha, okay? Now you might be thinking that earlier, you have learned some rules here like advantage, admire, advance. Now it might be alpha, but it's alpha here. Now it's an exception, okay? English is quite crazy, okay? So please just keep in mind. So alpha, okay? Not alpha, alpha. And this word is my favorite word. This one, quite complicated, but you have to work on it, right? And it will be then easy, right? So see, it is not ambitious, it's ambitious. Ambitious, okay? Ambitious. Can you see the difference? I am saying shus, not shius. I'm not calling it ambitious. I'm calling it ambitious. 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 Again, there is a rule. But I'm not going to tell you all the rules here, okay? Because this video, it will go so long, right? So I will be sharing all the rules, but in next video. Not in next video. Actually, as I've told you, I'm going to start a journey, right? There I'll be surely sharing all the rules. Okay, so again, in this word, there is a rule that is hidden, okay? So that is, I'm not going to tell you, okay? So it's ambitious. The correct way to pronounce this word is ambitious. Ambitious. Telling you, if you will work on, this little slight sounds, you are gonna look, what can I say, very clear and very understanding. I'm telling you. I don't know how you can connect with me here or not, but you can see, when you work on your pronunciation, your speech, it looks too understanding, very clear. Seriously, just let me know in the comment section again if you can relate with me here. Okay, see this one. Okay, it's accessory. Accessory. I don't know how you people mispronounce this word, but yeah, some of you, I don't know, somewhere you are mess upping with this word, right? Because I also used to mispronounce this word, right? So now I have learned, by the way, it's accessory. Accessory. Just call it accessory. Accessory. Alright, so we are done with 30 words which are starting from A letter and we used to mispronounce that, right? After watching this video, you can't say that still you are mispronouncing, okay? So just work on it little bit and it is gonna stick on your tongue, okay? And let me tell you, same as I have made video on A letter, if you want me to make more videos on B letters, I will be coming. And same as if you want with C, D, E, F, G, I'll be coming, right? By the way, I have already decided this thing, but if you are excited, let me know in the comment section, right? And if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe this channel, okay? Bye-bye.